Let's just call this out right away. Most contractors think they understand profit, but they don't. And I really don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I mean it in a real heart to heart way. Because I've had conversations with a lot of business owners who are smart, hardworking, they're doing great work, and they still can't clearly explain where their profit is actually coming from or why it disappears. And if that's you, you are not alone. But it is a problem because if you don't understand profit at a super deep level, your business will always feel harder than it should. Most business owners I talk to are busy. They're booked out, they've got a great reputation, they're doing everything right. But when they actually sit down and look at their numbers, something doesn't quite add up. The profit doesn't match the effort, and it's usually not a sales problem. It's a visibility problem. I'm Shannon Howard. I work with HVAC owners, electricians, plumbers, and contractors to uncover hidden profit, fix those leaks, and help you keep more of what you earn. This is Profit Isn't an Accident. Let's start with what most people believe. Profit is whatever's left over at the end of the month. You do your work, you collect your money, you pay your bills, and then whatever is left, that's profit. Now, that sounds really simple. It sounds logical, but here's the issue with that stinking thinking. If profit is just what's left over, then it's not controlled, it is not intentional, and it is reactive. And here's what that actually looks like in real life. You've had a good month, there's money left, you feel like you're doing okay. Then the next month, something hits. Maybe a job runs over, or materials cost more, or a callback happens. Something breaks. And suddenly that profit that you thought you had is gone. So now you're thinking, we just need a better month, but it's not a month issue. It's actually a structure issue. Now, here's the truth that I want you to really hear. Profit should not be something that you hope is there. It should be something that you actually build into your business from the very beginning. Let me say that again, maybe another way. If you are relying on what's left over, you, my friend, are already behind. So let's make this real. You take a job for $10,000. You think, okay, materials are $4,000, labor is $3,000. We should be good. So in your head, you think you've got profit. But what you didn't account for is the time that you spent quoting, the admin time behind it, the truck, the fuel, the insurance, the overhead, the inefficiencies, maybe that extra trip that wasn't planned. So by the time that everything is done, that job didn't produce what you actually thought it would. And this is happening over and over and over again across your entire business. Now, let's break down where most contractors get profit wrong, because it's usually not just one big thing, it's a combination. Mistake number one, confusing revenue with success. You're busy, money is coming in, so you assume that things are working. But revenue, my friend, does not equal profit. It just means that there's money moving. Mistake number two, pricing for the job, not the business. Now, most estimates cover the job itself, labor, materials, maybe a little buffer, but they don't fully account for the business behind it. And if the job isn't carrying the business is carrying the job. Mistake number three, not knowing true costs. Now, this is a big one. You think you know your numbers, but when you slow down and you really start to break it all out, you're estimating more than you realize, and small gaps turn into big problems over time. Mistake number four, thinking more work solves it. Now, this is where people get stuck. Profit feels tight, so the natural response is we need more jobs. But if your margins are off, more jobs just means more underpaid work. Let me slow this down again because I want this to stick. You don't fix a profit problem with more volume. You fix it with better structure. Now, when I'm talking to my clients, I say, we are making sure you have a firm foundation, okay? So more work does not fix a broken model. It really just hides it. And this is why your business feels like it does. You're working hard. You're doing everything right from the outside, right? But internally, you're feeling the pressure because things don't quite line up for you. You don't feel as ahead as you should. You don't feel as stable as you want, and you can't explain why. That's what a profit problem feels like. So let's redefine this. Profit is not what's left over. Profit actually is something you plan for, something you build into your pricing, and something that you track consistently. Now, if you're not doing those three things, you are simply guessing. And when you shift this, everything changes. Your pricing changes, your decision-making changes, your confidence changes, because now you're not reacting. You are operating with clarity. Now, here's where I want you to start. Completely simple. Step 1, look at your last 3 jobs. Not your best ones, not your worst ones, just your normal ones. Step 2, ask what they actually produced. Again, not what you thought, but what actually happened. Step 3, I want you to break down where the money went and be honest. Where did it all go? Step 4, compare that to your pricing. Now, did your estimates reflect reality or just what you thought would get the job? Now, that gap, that's your opportunity. Most contractors don't need more effort. They need more clarity. Because once you understand where profit actually comes from, you stop chasing more work and you start building a business that actually works for you. So if you've been feeling like, I'm working way too hard for what I'm making, you are not wrong. And it's also not just a random thought. It's how your business is currently set up. The good news, this is fixable, but only if you stop guessing and start looking at profit the right way. Because once you do that, everything else starts to fall into place. I'll see you on the next episode. If this hit, there is a reason. Most businesses aren't broken. They just don't have clear visibility into where the money's actually going. So if you want help finding it, grab my free Profit Edge playbook or book a quick session with me. You'll find everything in the show notes. And if you haven't already, follow the show so you don't miss what's next.